She's already bright enough.
I stared at the light. I was asleep, but I stared at the light. Macular degeneration is not a joke!
We met about, what, 7 years ago. My best friend used to be her neighbor. They still are neighbors. And my best friend and I were hanging out one day and called over you and your sister. And we just hung out. That was the first time that we met.
You guys needed dates to homecoming.
Yeah, we did.
Freshman year.
And you kept trying to...
Needed to meet the gals.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody that I wanted to take to the dance with. So you helped me kind of set that up, and I don't know, for some reason I kind of felt gravitated towards you. I felt like you were just kind of, there's an instant attraction, I would say. It was just kind of like a relationship waiting to happen.
Ew.
Our first date, that's a little
It's the Oliver musical.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say something else, but yes.
No, it was the Oliver musical during junior year. It was like it was the fall musical we went to.
It was October 28th.
Okay.
No, October 18th.
October 18th.
I have it in my notes.
2014.
So, yeah.
You picked me up, and I remember you got your license just a few days before that.
Got my license a week and a day before that. So it was quite the time.
Yeah.
To be alive.
We went to that, and you came back, and we watched a movie, and I remember...
Transformers.
Yes! We both wore sweaters.
I think having to make the decision on where to go to school is definitely a tough one. I made the decision to go to St. Louis University in Missouri. I thought that I wanted to go there because it was such a great school. I had toured there. I had a sister who went there and like who was going to be there at the same time, and I felt like it's a place that I could really envision myself being. But I think it was challenging to pick that because it meant I would have to leave you behind, leave her behind. It, not necessarily in the sense of like leaving her behind and breaking up, but just having to make that connection and that extra effort that, even though it was all worth it in the end, it may not have been the strongest decision for our relationship to help build it up.
I would argue with that. I think the fact that, you know, I picked up BG, which is 40 minutes from my house, and I knew I wasn't going very far, but I knew if I told it, when you were deciding, I told him, you know, whatever you do, like, I will support you, and wherever you wanted to go and you felt yourself going, that's what's important, because other things will make work. You make it work if it's worth it. The sacrifice was worth it in my head, and a lot of people ask me why are you still dating me even though he's out there, and it's like, well, like, I'm happy with the relationship now. I can see it being a positive thing in a month. I can see it being a positive thing in a year, so why should anything stop that? And space is, and it's just temporary. It wasn't like you were moving out there forever. Absolutely, and
I definitely felt the support, absolutely, in making my own decision, and I feel so grateful for that, because if I hadn't felt that support, then that probably would have been a red flag. But I feel like at the end of the day, I felt the support and I felt the empowerment to make my own decision and to be encouraged, and I feel really thankful for that. And to have that experience, I think being away and having our relationship be tested in fire, like through long distance separation was really tough, but I think in the end it really drew us closer together, and it made us stronger as a couple and as individuals.
The struggles in a long distance relationship is like, worrying about how they're doing, because like you can say, oh, I'm okay over text or over FaceTime and just smile, but like when it's behind the camera, that the moments you miss, and that's a big worry too, like you miss a lot of moments, you miss funny like inside jokes, you miss that time, and that time's it's super important. That's what I struggle with the most with long distance, was the not being able to be a part of their everyday, because it's so important to have them in your everyday, and then to all of a sudden not have them and try to get used to that is really difficult.
What don't I love about Haley? I feel like there's so many things that I can choose from. It's just the way that she operates on a day-to-day basis, and the way that she's so compassionate and self-giving in all that she does. And there's not a time where I doubt her compassion or her generosity for other people. And something that I really admire about her is her willingness to be a nurse. Because I don't know if I could do that. That takes a lot of guts and a lot of perseverance and a lot of selflessness. And I just think that's something that she lives by, is going out of her way to like go the extra mile for people. And that's something that I really love and admire about her.
I love how kind he is. I love how kind and compassionate, and he's always thinking about others, and not one moment goes by where he's not thinking about how he can improve the world or another person's day. You know, he's always been that person that just like smiles to random people in the grocery store, or always talks to people, and I just love his compassion, his wholesomeness, and he's so true to himself.
The way that her eyes light up when she gets so giddy and so happy when something goes well for her and she knows that she did a good job, I think that's something that just, like, her eyes get really bright, and her eyes are beautiful, man. I don't know what else I can say about them. I just feel so warm inside when I look at them.
When I was a kid, I thought love was, you know, just what your family had. Like, you know, love was your mom, love was your dad. And as I've gotten to grow older, I've realized love is the love that I've learned about with Andy is just, it's unique. It cannot be the same as the love that I have for my family or the love that I have for friends. So it's a different, unique love.
One of my favorite memories, all-time memories of our relationship was, I think it was in the first couple weeks of school. It might have been over Labor Day weekend after our freshman year of college started, and we were both at separate schools trying to figure our way out, still getting used to our schedules and everything. And I paid for a Greyhound bus to go and see her. And I can't remember how much it was, but I spent probably, I'm not gonna say too much money because I would spend my last dollar absolutely to go and see her. I spent the whole Labor Day weekend there, and I just got to see you and spend time with you, and that I think was so rejuvenating and refreshing, and it just uplifted me so much.
My favorite moment of you and me was, I remember with my jar that I had, all the spare change, it helped pay for a majority of my flight. I remember getting, like, I don't fly often, and I remember getting off the plane and walking through the terminal, and then I remember seeing him parked, and I was just like, this is so adult, like this is like the best feeling ever, you know, because you just gave me this big hug, and you know, going that long without giving, like, you know, a hug, it was just that was one of my favorite moments. And when the car wouldn't start, we were in the parking garage for 5 hours trying to get AAA to fix the car.
Yeah,
that was a moment in St. Louis. I would definitely tell my younger self before getting into the long distance relationship was to, you know, not overthink everything, because I would overthink everything, like, oh, you know, he's talking to this person and he's doing that, but ultimately it ends in trust.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly, and I feel like one thing that I would want to tell my younger self would be that it gets so much better over time, and you figure out ways to make it work and figure out ways that it's able to compromise through the long distance, being able to communicate with each other and see each other on a regular basis. Once you figure that out, it gets easier. And it's not the easiest thing in the world by any means. It is so hard, but it is so worth it. And I feel like knowing that it gets better and knowing that as long as you put the effort into it, that the trust and the strength that you have in your bond is going to stay strong and grow even deeper, I think is something that's really uplifting to think about.